but you don't remember doing everything.
I think that's much better.
How much fun you had.
The dinner?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stonewall does a beautiful
Yeah,
dinner.
dinner for two, Tom and Dee.
With a nice big car.
That's my opinion. I don't.
Right. Well, I have to
I'm all
find
about
out
the
what
money.
restaurant
No,
you
go
can
ahead.
eat at. So,
Did you give her a nice
Well,
big
does
card
she-
that's all
does she
signed by
have-
everybody that
she has
on the
some
board?
food problems.
She can frame the
too,
card.
along with the
Okay,
eggs and
well,
stuff.
Right.
somebody can feel out and find out what
Right.
her favorite restaurant is.
Okay.
If it doesn't take
Wendy's.
Denny's.
These days, you never know, right? Bring one meal for one.
Yeah, they like Denny's, but they gotta do something better than that. And is
I-
it something that we
I
don't
would say,
do
you know,
just
like Billy's, Carrabba's,
wanna do
Bonefish,
something?
Stoneham,
Stonewall.
Stonewall.
Stonewall, yeah.
Stonewall's favorite. Okay.
Flaglerfish House.
Okay. Okay, next item of business, which we've never had happen before, is, actually it's been 2 weeks since we had a hit and run on the bus stop. I called the city, and because I was told we can't do anything without I have a police report, but it was
All right, go ahead.
it was something that first what is this going to be? Are we going to put this in for an insurance claim or not? We have a $1,000 deductible for an insurance claim. I called the city to see if we needed to have a permit. Guess what? It's vacation time. It took me a week and a half to finally get to somebody that would give an authoritative opinion. It was okay to take it totally down until we decide what we want to do.
Okay, so I was going to ask, when I was driving by and it was sort of halfway up, so somebody here took it down, it wasn't like further
Right.
vandalized?
Well, see, it was hit and then it fell
No, I
out
know, I
into
know
the
that,
street.
but what I was wondering was, did somebody
And-
here take it down? Or did somebody else, like some kid come by and knock it down?
It was a red car.
No,
After
after that.
After that, no. Jason, I asked Jason to come because the way the leg, he had one like this and one leg like this. It was pretty solid this way. This way, I felt like I could tip it right over. So I asked Jason, who's the only one on a Sunday morning I can think of that would have a chainsaw, to cut it down. And just to get it, and then get it off the street. Then it was all this, nobody would say what I could do next, if we could do it. And I have somebody in the neighborhood that will do the work of it. He's given me all the material.
Can I ask a question? But was that, that strip of land, does the Coquina homeowners control that? Because I thought that was root.
Yeah, that's common land.
It's common land. I talked with Ron Odisky at,
Russ.
Are
the
we
bushes.
sure about that? Are we sure about that?
The line of bushes between us and
Yeah.
That's my question.
that's kind
what
of
I
a
wanted.
dividing line.
It is?
yeah, once some is,
I was hoping it was the other way.
but no, the shelter is ours. I called Ron Odisky over at Wood. And that's a contact.
Let me ask you this.
Go ahead, Mary.
Was a bus stop, or was it to cover the mailboxes? What was the primary use
Originally,
for it?
I believe
Right now.
it was for the mailboxes, wasn't it?
So
And
it's
then
really
at
not
one
the
time
bus
there
stop,
was
it's
a
the
bus
mailbox
stop
cover originally.
originally. Then a
Okay.
bench was put
It
in,
was-
2004.
Okay.
and
I'm
then
sorry?
the bench got destroyed. And now we don't have a lot of kids, but there are, for the next several years, there's going to be at least 5 or 6 kids that the school bus does come in, and this is to the public schools. Now, whether we have some of the kids that are in private schools start going to the public school and be picked up by the public bus, because otherwise they're taken by parents. So there will be use. And the way Chuck is, Thurman is the name of the guy that will do this. What he plans to do, if we approve fixing it, is he'll replace the posts, and then between the posts he's just going to put a wide board. That's going to be the bench. So it will just be a place to sit. And Dick, you've been in on more of the discussion.
I have a question. You say you're going to put a bench there?
Yeah.
Well, in 2004, we removed the bench because of liability to the homeowners association. If someone fell off the bench and hurt themselves, they could not sue the board. And we removed the concrete bench. And
Okay.
that's why, if anyone noticed, there was 4
Right. There's
holes in the concrete that the that the chair was,
Okay.
the bench was.
Well, then maybe we.
What's
can't
gonna
have-
happen to the roof? Is he gonna put the roof back in
Dick
place?
is gonna explain.
Yeah, I can explain.
Okay.
Okay,
Is it a big,
my other question is, do you have a bid on this?
I have, yes, I have
Okay,
material. This is
is
what
this-
Dick is gonna explain.
The person that you have the bid from, is he insured and does he
Yes,
have liability?
it's a contractor.
He is a contractor and he is insured and has a liability?
The contractor does.
Okay.
Chuck works for the contractor.
Because I think I'm the only one in this development who was my own contractor when I built my house.
Mhm.
And my attorney told me to cover all bases, and that's the reason why I took a waiver of lien for every subcontractor and every employee that I had. Plus, I had a waiver of liability, so
Okay.
that no one could come back to me. And this is why I'm saying, you better protect the association against any liability.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Mary,
I mean-
did you finish asking your question? Because
No.
I got the sense you were not able
No.
to.
Go
Because
ahead.
the animals here like me were jumping on you. Go ahead.
If it's since it was approximately first for the postal boxes, for 4 or 5 children, I love the children and I'd love to see a dozen more running around.
Right.
But umbrellas are much cheaper. It's a safe area there to stand by.
Well, this is another whole thing is
And then-
that we need, if we don't replace it, I believe we have to have a post or some place to notify that this community is governed by covenants and bylaws. We have to have a place to put that sign and the one that says no soliciting.
Well, we can just nail that.
Can't you just have that like on the single post for
Well,
$100?
that's the next thing.
You can buy an 8x8, 12 feet high for $150 and have somebody dig a hole for you for another 15
Right,
minutes.
well,
and
this
it's in
is
place.
why we're discussing this. I've got.
I think you should throw it
So
Material-
away.
I think what we're hearing is, and I don't know, but there's the consensus that's not
How
good.
much is your bid?
Okay, the material estimate, and I'm rounding numbers, would be $370, $300 for labor, and that is because post holes have to be hand dug out to pull up,
I don't think
And
it's
then,
worth it. I say leave it.
and the
Not
permit.
replace it.
All right, so let's put it to question. Do we repair it or do we replace it or do we
Let's
drop
vote on
it?
it.
Let's
Right.
vote on it.
Well, that's,
My question is,
Sit here and discuss this.
do you have
I
to
think
replace
go
it
to
by the
the-
city of Ormond
Yes.
Beach?
Well, that's what, we're gonna vote on it right now.
No.
We're gonna say yes or no. I say no.
we
No.
don't,
No
No.
replacing.
okay.
No.
Then what do we?
Then it's done.
No.
Throw the bid out, discussion closed.
Okay.
Cut it up and throw it away. Because you're gonna have 8 hurricanes this year and God forbid that thing takes
Right.
off like a kite.
Okay, then,
You know?
what kind of a post do we have to have to
4
put
by 5.
up
Treated lumber.
There you
the
go.
You
sign?
can, a small one and dig it in the ground. If somebody blows it over, then it can just be picked up. A small one about this one needs to be a wall.
I think everybody saw the sign, including the gentleman who I'm obviously trying to get you to move in.
I have a question.
Who saw the sign at the meeting.
Okay.
That's a very good sign, Helen.
Thank you.
Yes.
But I think, we have to have a more permanent sign,
So
which
I'll
I
throw
have
it
somebody
out.
that would do a wood sign.
Okay, across from the falls entrance,
Mhm.
they have a sign, a permanent sign.
I'm waiting for that and I'm gonna take my kid.
Yeah,
Okay.
we've gone through this before.
Okay, Dick.
The video recording
This
for
is,
the entrance.
now, this is something that,
Why
when I
do we
gave you
need
the,
that?
because of, we've just had some more vandalism talked about tonight, which is because we are a one-way in, one-way out. We have cameras with our business, and he loves cameras. But anyway, it would be for putting up a VDR system where it could be one way in, one way out. I'll let him
Okay,
explain.
let me explain that. About 2-3 years ago, I recommended it to the board, not me, but she talked about it. The meeting was at our house, and some of the board members just says, no, that's an invasion of privacy. This was right after somebody not in this room had their house burglarized during the day. Well, I've got a business downtown. I've got 13 cameras inside and outside. My house has got 8 cameras wrapped around it. I believe in cameras. It's the greatest thing in the world. And it's known that the picture don't lie. And I got online and called up and talked to some people about a wireless camera system where we could take them. If it was going to be
It's been suggested about lawsuit. At this point, at this point, what do you,